Okay, so today is 28th of June, and it's more than 1 year that I don't record video in English note. And so I have done many things, like cut poplar trees, and this I will show in another video. I just want to show some tree like apricots and plums that are in fruitification right now, because I have to do this right now because the people, they want to pick up the fruit. And so there was many more fruit here actually, and I just show this. So this field, as I show in the last video of May 2022, is 2 years old and 5 months. 2 years and 5 months old, no? And so for example, this apricot tree actually it was more than this, actually more fruit than this. I have some problem, like there are monilla here, some infestation, but the fruit is very juicy actually. It's possible to eat. It's very tasty. Then I will put it. And here in this field, the apricot they are doing very well, and also plum, chino, Japanese plum and apricot, they are doing very well. What is going to they give problem to this field is peach. For example, this so this is Reale d'Imola apricot. They are doing very well here. I didn't take out apricot, so I just leave this apricot. No, I don't know the name in English, but I just leave all the fruitification there. They are not, you know, like take 1, 2, 3 for doing bigger fruit. And this plum is Obilnaja, and also this is very beautiful plum. And there are some, you know, sometimes some small problem, but see, this is very tasty, really very tasty. Very good tea. And also this tree, my parents, they already take many fruit from here. There was, for me, in this tree, I told this just to you understand how much you can produce with a tree that is 2 years old or 3 years old, no? This was, for me, 10 kg of fruit. It's still very loaded. This was at least also here 10 kg of fruit. Now I think not more than 7-8 kg. And then here we have peach, the sanguinella. This is very good peach. All the tree that I show to you is, as I told you, 2 years and 5 months old. I just show in this video the fruit tree, no? So then we have apple, there are less production. Apricot is very full of fruit. Also here you see apple. Okay, here is a little bit more fruit, but as you see, the tree is very less foliage. It have very few foliage, but this production is grafted in the wild apple. And then we have this, I don't remember the name, but it's not still ripened. This, I think, 10 kg of fruit, at least 10 kg of fruit. And the quality is it's not perfect, but it's good. Organic. You can sell this stuff to at least €4 here in Italy, €4, 5, also 6 euro for each kg of apricot. And This is the same tree of before. Like it's still not ripened actually. If you take out some, you know, if you take out at least 30% of the fruit, the quality of each fruit is you know, is better, is bigger, and also is, in my opinion, is more tasty. Here, guys, is very difficult because I came here only for 2 months in a year, and the people here, they're doing a lot of mess. My parents, they are just, you know, like it's difficult to manage this because, for example, now I told them to not take out the fruit because I was 6 days outside of the field, but they take out all the apricots here, so I cannot show to you. There was at least 3 kg of fruit, very big apricot, as you can see. They all fall down, very big. Now I just saved some apricot. I just show you, but and this is portici, normal quality but very tasty. And here we have apple. It's difficult to control people because when the fruit is tasty, then they go crazy and they don't wait for me to do the video and they eat everything. Some fruit fall down. Here we have I don't remember this, a Pellecchiella, I think, is a cultivar of Napoli, Campania. This is not ripe. And then all the peach tree, most of my peach tree are dead. Apple tree, all they are surviving, but slowly, as I told you in the last video of last year in English. This part of the field is they have a lot of problem with the salinity. So going to the last row, we have the tree that they are smaller. They have more problem, and but they still some they are still alive. These are golden ruginosa. I don't know the name in English. It's a good cultivar. Then there are many plums that are still going to be ready in August. I will not be here. I will be in India. We have also here plum of Japanese Chinese tree. Don't know the name. And yes. Then yeah, we have you see like very small plum. And this part is very difficult here, the fruitification, because it's full of salt. I will show another video this part also. This is all growing by seed of the last year. We have a plum tree here. Also I've tried some grafting of summer grafting. This is a plum tree also. Very tasty. I mean, no, this is not too much tasty in my opinion. It's not the best one. It's not the best one, but it's good. And then here we have all the winery that is growing, trailing in the tree. There are other apple. I will show this in other tree, but for the fruitification, just to finish the video, I will do another video in English. Here we have other apricot. I don't remember the name. Pisana. This is Pisana. You see, when we have very few apricot, for some reason we know that they becoming very big. These are not still ripened. And then Okay, here we have the grapes, and the last. Okay, here we have three that have 5 years old tree, 4 years old tree like this, that are nashi. There are plums there. And then the last tree that is actually is 5 years old tree, that is not inside of the agroforestry, but is very beautiful. I just showed to you. Is portici. As you see also here, this is loaded of fruit. This is at least 10 or 13 kg of fruit. And what I'm seeing right now, that if you don't prune the tree, they just what they do. 1 year they are full of fruit. The other years they are very not charged of fruit. We call it here in Italy carica e discarica. Carica scarica. So 1 year that is loaded, another year that is very few fruit. But if you prune the tree, this is not so much evident. So I just watch this in some tree like this one. This was not growing so fast, as you see. It's 5 years old tree, and it's not inside of the system. But as you can see, there are two plants that give a little bit of shade. It's inside of. We can see some kind of agroforestry, and it's going very well. Going very well. All what you are seeing is not watered, is not fertilized in any way as organic, just chop and drop. Just this. You see? I will explain better in another video. But just to show you the size of the other apricot. Watch that. I sit in this apricot before, but it's this very big apricot. This full organic, fully. This is unbelievable. This is, guys, you eat this and you understand what is fruit, because people don't know. When you buy in the market, most of the time people don't understand what is the taste of the fruit, because they don't know, because the fruit is not tasty, because they just grow the fruit tree with a lot of water, with a lot of fertilizer, chemical fertilizer, and the fruit is not tasty. It's not tasty because it's not full of vitamin of the soil. That's the problem. If you grow the fruit with the soil, the real soil, it will be full of taste, full of mineral content. You see, we have the soil, when you start to maturing, I don't know the name, is becoming very, very fertile. Also, my soil, that is one of the worst soil that you can find, because it's full of carbonate. We have this alkaline, is not acidic, is the opposite, and it's very drainy. All the water go down very fast. So that's it. Just show you this, and you see also here we have some pear, some nashi pear. It's not full of production, this field, but you can. You see also here, this is very. This is sangue di drago, is blood of the dragon. They call it here. When they start to be ripened, is becoming very, very red, like blood. This will be very, very good. As you can see, this plant is actually partially shade. I think for the fruit tree, if you give to them at least 8 hours of sun, and they do a good fructification. If it's less, they start to produce a little bit less and less. And so in this system, we are in the temperate climate. You cannot do like in the tropical climate, no? That you can shade more the fruit tree, because then the fruit will be very few. You see here is full of shade, for example. There was a lot of tree growing here. I cut everything, but the fructification was very, very poor. So I just see very easily that when you open, when the sun can enter, the fruit tree can produce a lot more than when they are shaded. This is, I know that is very common to know this, but in agroforestry there are many people now with the syntropic agroforestry that they believe that you can still going with the canopy tree, and under the canopy tree you can put a medium level or high level and shade this tree. In my opinion, you can do this, but the production will be very low quality. Till I don't see something that tell me that is possible. So one experiment, I already have done my experiment. I see that too much shade is not going to let the fruit tree to produce, and so if this tree is becoming too much shady, I have to prune, or if it's uncontrollable, I have to cut it. I know that is quite drastic, but it's like that. If you want, for example, this tree is full sun for all summer, don't have problem. You know, the fruit tree, they don't have problem to grow in the full sun, and we cannot think like the tropical climate, because the amount of sun is not like under the tropical of Capricorn and Capricorn, because there is also in the winter we can see that it's full of, there are a lot of sun here. The sun is different because we have more sun for all the day. We have like 13 hour of sun, but the sun is not like that. The sun is like this, so the influence of the sun is different. So we have to think about that. But that's it. It's my experiment. I don't know in the future how I can take care of this. But as you can see, there are something that's going very well and something that is not going very well, but something that we can learn. This is very beautiful I can share with you, because also in temperate climate we can do some kind of agroforestry, not tropical agroforestry, syntropic agroforestry, but we can do something very good. And not all the time growing all the monoculture species, like not only apricots. Okay, so like this. Then I think that the next day I will record another video, so you can understand a little bit better this peach and this apple. We will see what happens, but okay, to the next video.